Well, good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining me for yoga. For our reflection, I'd like to share something from the Daily Om, which is an email that I get, called The Pursuit of Happiness. What if happiness isn't just a fleeting emotion, but the natural expression of a body that feels cared for and safe? Many of us believe we'll only be happy once life falls perfectly into place. When we reach the milestone, meet the right person, finally get what we've been chasing. But the truth is, happiness isn't waiting out there somewhere. It already lives within us. And it all begins with understanding your uniquely wonderful brain. Neuroscience shows us that what brings meaning and fulfillment to one person might not spark the same joy in another, which is why the invitation is to listen closely to yourself and notice what lights you up inside. For some, it's the comfort of family traditions, sharing laughter with friends, or creating memories together. For others, it might be spending quiet time alone in nature, listening to music they love, or diving into creative expression. The ways are as varied and as personal as we are. However it appears for you, leaning into what makes you authentically happy has the power to calm anxious thoughts, soften stress, and open the door to more curiosity, gratitude, and hope. From here, happiness is no longer something you have to chase. It becomes a natural companion, arising from the attention and care you lovingly offer yourself. I thought that was just a really great reminder that I need every now and then, that I think that I have to get so much done before I can relax and feel happy, when actually it's tuning into what brings us each joy and spending time with that. It's important because it relieves stress and it helps us to actually be more healthy. So does yoga. That's the transition. So let's find a comfortable seat and bring your hands in front of your knees, in front of your legs, and just hug in a little bit and see if you can notice your shoulder blades onto your back. See, maybe lift your arms up and then lift them down. Feel those shoulder blades moving. They're almost like wings. They come down and then they come up. Okay, so they're going to come down and we're going to hug in and see if you can feel them maybe coming together on your back. And notice that tall spine from your sitting bones all the way up to the crown of your head. Let your spine, your backbone be nice and tall. And then let your hands rest in your lap. And feel yourself breathing. Just notice that feeling in your nostrils as you breathe in and as you breathe out. And notice what moves as you breathe. You can put one hand on your chest, one hand on your belly. Notice the movement. Just with your natural breath. Bring your hands around your sides, maybe with your fingers in front and your thumbs behind you. And as you breathe, feel that the ribs are moving out as you inhale and then coming back in as you exhale. Your rib cage expands with the inhale, comes back to the starting place on your exhale. Let's just be with your breath. Let's take a few more breaths. Now we're going to extend our exhales by breathing out through that little space between your lips. So you're going to inhale through your nose and then exhale as if you're blowing bubbles through a wand. Notice what happens to your exhales. They get longer. Take a couple more breaths like this. And check in with your inner self. What's happening on the inside, beneath your skin? Do you still have the rush of thoughts that you probably had most of the day? Are you still feeling worried? Or are things kind of calming down inside? Our breath happens automatically, but when we bring our mind to it, when we mindfully breathe or just become aware of our breath, it's like a pathway into our nervous system and helps us to calm things down. So we're going to add movement with the breath, but we're going to keep focusing on the breath for our whole session. Let's make some circles as you're sitting here. In any direction that your body decides to go, and you might want to make the circles bigger and bigger. Maybe get your shoulders involved. And then take a pause and take circles in the other direction. And then sit up nice and tall. And we're going to bring your arms beside you. And on your inhale, reach your arms up any amount that feels good. And exhale, just let your arms float back down. Let's do that 2 more times. You can bring them all the way up. Or if anything feels uncomfortable, bring them halfway up. Do what feels beneficial to you. We're linking movement with our breathing. Good. Now let's bring the arms out like this and exhale. Bring your hands to your chest. Inhale, open your arms. Exhale, bring your hands right to your upper chest. Good. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands down. Good. Now we're going to change it a little bit. We're going to inhale. Exhale, just bring your left hand to your chest. Bring your right hand behind and let your left hand kind of guide you to a turn to the right. And sit nice and tall and feel your breathing. Let's take one more breath here. You can breathe through that little space between your lips as you exhale. So that feels good. All right, come back and face the front. Reach your arms out wide Then exhale, bring your right hand to your chest, your left hand around, and the right hand is kind of guiding you into a turn to the left. We'll take 4 breaths here. For as many as you'd like. Let your tops of your shoulders soften. Let your spine be tall. Like your spine's in the middle of this turn. Come back and face the front, and then walk your fingertips forward until it feels like a comfortable amount, and then let yourself fold forward. Ooh. You might feel awakening in that lower back. Don't go into discomfort. Maybe it's telling you, hello, I'm here. Good. Let's walk the fingertips over to the right and fold over that right leg. And then walk your hands so that the right hand is outside of your right hip. And then we're going to sit up and bring the left arm up and overhead. Good. And you can always bring your hand to your shoulder if you feel discomfort. Good. We're taking a bend to the right. Keep your left sitting bone on your mat so you feel that lengthening on the left side. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Let that left arm come up, bring it back down. We're going to bring the hands in front again and fold over. You're still breathing. Walk your hands over to the left and fold over that left knee, left thigh. And then bring your left hand out from your left hip and let the right arm come up and overhead. Or hand to your shoulder, whatever feels good. Good. And breathing into the right side now. Maybe finding space, maybe making space between those ribs. Let's take 2 more breaths. And then come back up to sitting. So we've just moved our spine forward and back, bending side to side, and then turning side to side. Now bring your hands behind you. You can be up on your fingertips, and open across your collarbones and lift up. Lift your chin. Lift your chest. Good. Feel that opening. Good. And then let's fold forward. Good. All right. We're going to come around to hands and knees. So take yourself around to hands and knees. And if your knees are sore, you can make a fold in your yoga mat, if that feels good, or you can always put a blanket there too, whatever would help you to feel comfortable. Good. So now we're going to breathe up and down the spine. So on your inhale, lift your tailbone and your chin. Exhale, round your back and tuck your chin in. Inhaling. Exhaling. Let's do a couple more. Inhale. Exhale. One more like this. It's called cat and cow. Good. Now we're going to change it a little bit. So as we inhale, we're going to move forward. And as we exhale, we're going to bring your hips down towards your heels. Finding a stretch in the arms and the upper back. And inhale, come forward. You might feel a release in your wrists. Exhale, coming down. Let's do that one more time. Good. Let your arms come down and find child's pose. Take a break, take a rest, and notice how you feel. As you're here, and your chest is resting on your thighs, can you feel the movement of the breath? Good. Now reach your arms forward. Come up on your fingertips and walk your hands over to the right and let your hips just kind of move out to the left a little bit. Good. And walk your fingertips over to the left, and the hips are going to go to the right a little bit. There, good. Notice those long stretches along the sides. Good. Now, bring your hands back in front of you and come back to hands and knees. Good. We're going to lift the right knee up. And then inhale, reach it back behind you. Exhale, draw it in and let your nose come towards your knee. Inhale, expand. Exhale, drawing in. Good. And inhale, you might want to lift that leg, whatever feels good. Exhale, and let's do one more time, moving. Now we're going to reach the leg back and reach through the sole of that right foot and see if you can let your left hand come forward, maybe off your mat. Let your fingertips face forward with the thumb up like you're going to shake someone's hand. We're balancing here. Wobbling is allowed. You can even let your toes and your fingertips touch. Good. Now let your left hand come down, let your right toes come down, and take your right foot behind your left leg and look over that left shoulder. See if you can see your foot. Good. Getting that lengthening on the right side again. And now bring your right foot back behind you, and we're going to turn to the right. You're going to see my back. You're going to swivel on your left foot, let your right foot come down, and then reach that right arm up. Think about expanding. Expanding the body, the muscles and the fascia, all your body is expanding. Now bring that arm down. We're going to take that right foot and bring it all the way up, just between your hands. So you got your left knee down and your right leg forward. And let's move that right foot forward a little bit more. Bend the right knee. Find that lunge. Your hands are on either side of that right foot. Now, as we're in this lunge, can you pretend that your thighs are like a scissors? When you inhale, they expand. When you exhale, they come together like a scissors. So just that little minute movement between your upper thighs. All right, now we're going to move that right leg back a little bit so it's making a square. And then see if you can bring your hands up to your right thigh. Kneeling on the left knee. And the right foot is supporting you on the floor. We're going to Let the arms come out and up overhead. Bring your palms together and bring your palms down in front of you. We're going to turn to the right. So let your left elbow come to that thigh. See if you can look up to the right. And you can let your hands hold each other. You can hold your shoulders. You can let one hand rest on the other. Whoa! Wobbling is allowed. Whew. So find what feels good in your body. And then come back up to kneeling. And now we're going to let the left arm rest on that knee. And the right arm is resting on the right knee and the left arm is coming up overhead. Good. Now let's bring the hands down inside the right foot. I'm going to walk them a little bit towards the left and start to fold in. Let your head be heavy. Just feel yourself folding over, and you might feel this in the right hip and upper thigh. So let that feeling release tension there. Let's take 2 more breaths. Press your hands down. Walk your hands back to facing the front and let your right knee come down. And now let's widen your knees. Bring your toes together. Sink back into child's pose. And check in. Notice how you feel. Notice if there's any difference on the right side compared to the left side. Maybe yes, maybe no. Okay, let's come back to hands and knees. And we're going to draw the left knee in. Good. And now inhale, stretch the left knee behind you. Exhale, draw it in as if your nose could come to your knee. Inhale, expand. Exhale, draw in. Let's do that 2 more times. Now let that left leg come behind. Point your toes down so you reach through the sole of the foot. And let your right hand come forward. Maybe lift the right hand up so you're balancing. Wobbling is allowed again. Keep your breath nice and steady. All right, we're going to bring the right hand down, left toes down, and then let the left leg kind of circle behind the right and see if you can look over your right shoulder. Maybe catch foot or your toes in your line of vision. Nice long stretch from your left heel up to your shoulder. Good. Now, let the left knee come up and come all the way up between your hands. Now we're coming into a lunge on that left knee. And first we're going to move it forward a little bit so you can let your hips come down and feel that lunge, that low lunge. I like to let the top of my foot come down to my back foot. Good. And maybe feel like those hips, the inner thighs moving together on the inhale and then moving apart just minutely on the exhale. Now we're going to lift the hips up, bring that left foot back a little bit so it's more like a square, and see if you can bring your hands up to your left thigh. And it's a balance challenge, being right here. your arms relax. Come down, and then we're going to inhale. Reach the arms up and overhead. Bring your palms together. Bring them in front of your heart. Now let your right elbow cross over your left thigh. And you can hold your arms. Rest one fist inside the hand, whatever feels good. Let's take one more breath here. Then come back up, and now we're going to let the left arm rest on the left thigh and reach that right arm up. Oh, I'm getting a little wobbly myself. Woo! And now let the right hand and the left hand come down to the floor. Try to walk your hands over, maybe off your mat. Soften your elbows and let yourself fold in. Let your head be heavy. That gives a release to your neck and your upper back, your shoulders. Let's take 3 more breaths here. All right, we're going to walk the hands back. Let that left knee come next to the right. And now let's find child's pose again. So let your knees be wide, your toes come together. And sink on down and notice how you feel. Take a few breaths, just letting go. Feeling the changes going on in your body as you bring your breath around. And feel your breath on your back when you're here. All right. Now we're going to come back up to hands and knees and make our way to standing. So I like to turn my toes under, walk my hands towards my knees, then lift my knees up, walk my hands back all the way to my feet and all the way up my legs until I'm standing. All right. Oh, let's kind of shake things out. Step things out. Step one foot, then the other, just kind of loosening up. Let your arms be loose and go side to side. And then maybe reach your arms to the right and to the left. Just kind of letting yourself glide in a way that feels comfortable to you. Finding some looseness in the body. Come back to standing. We're going to let the right arm come forward, up, around, and back. We're going to let the left arm now come forward, up, around, and back. Good. So let's kind of let that happen on that one movement and roll into the next. So you're reaching your arms up and around and back. Now, see if you can maybe soften your knees, and when you're going around, let yourself turn towards the back. Good, so you can turn with it. Turn at your hips. Good, and just feel that movement. Gentle movement, unwinding. Good, let's do that one more time with each arm. Good. All right. Now we're going to keep standing. Reach your arms out to the side. Now we're going to turn to the right, but see if you can keep your hips facing forward. So let yourself turn just from the waist up. Take a couple breaths here. One more breath. Back to starting to let the tops of your shoulders soften. Now we're going to turn to the left and let your hips face forward. It feels different. 3 breaths here. Back to the front. Now, we can bend the elbows. You can bend your elbows, bring your hands to your shoulders, or just let your hands be bent with your hands facing forward. And we're going to go side to side, but we're going to keep our hips facing forward. So we're going to go. Inhale as you come back. To the right. To the left. Let's do that. One more time. Right. Left. Good. Bring your arms down. Let's bring them up and overhead. And now we're going to take a side bend to the right. Bring your right hand to your waist, your left arm overhead. Feel that left foot supporting you on the left side. Anchor, that's your anchor. And that whole left side is getting space. Let's take one more breath here. Reach it up, arms overhead, and then left hand to your waist, and then take a bend to the left. And now that whole right side is getting the expansion, and your right leg is your anchor. One more breath. All right, come back up to standing. We're going to inhale the arms up and overhead, and then exhale, bend your knees, bend your waist, and fold over. Good. Now you're going to bend your left knee, take your left hand to your right ankle, and reach the right arm up. And let's take a couple breaths here. One more breath. And now bring the right hand to your left ankle and bend the right knee. The left arm is coming up. Take 4 breaths. Good. Bring your hands down. Bring your hands behind you. Then inhale. Let's come on up and stop at chair pose. Good. Let's take 4 breaths here. 2 more. Good. Stand all the way up and then let your arms float on down. Good. All right. We're going to step the legs wide and turn your right toes out to the short end of your mat. And we're going to come into triangle pose. So we're going to reach the arms out and then let the right arm reach over that right leg. And then bring your right hand down to your right leg and lift the left arm up. Taking a few breaths right here. 2 more breaths. The triangle pose works like every part of your body. All right. Now we're going to reach that arm up. Bring your left arm to your left leg and reach the right arm up. This is called archer pose. Good. And now let's bring we're going to kind of circle the arms and bring the left hand to that right leg. Reach the right arm back behind you. It's like a revolve triangle. And then come on up to standing and let your legs face forward, and then just bend one knee and then the other knee. It's kind of taking it nice and easy. Let your shoulders get involved. So when you bend your left knee, your right shoulder comes forward. And right knee and left shoulder. So we're just kind of softening any effort that we may have incurred in our triangle pose. They say yoga is the balancing of effort and ease. So we can work on the muscles and then we take it, and then we release. So now wide stance and let your left toes point to the back of your mat, the short end of your mat. Reach your arms out, shoulder height. Let the top of your shoulders soften. Just helps to feel better. And then reach the left arm out over that left leg, and then it's going to come down and your right arm up. Let's take 4 breaths right here. Good. And again, feel like your legs could come together underneath you. We're going to reach up, keep the legs as they are, and then right arm down, left arm up, overhead. We're working all the different parts of our body. Now come back to arms out to the side. Now let's see if we can turn and bring your right hand to that left leg, left arm behind. And then let's come back up to center, bring your hands to your waist, let your toes face forward, and just go side to side again. Okay, we're gonna make our way to the floor. Let's step your legs closer together. Inhale your arms up and overhead. Exhale, bend your knees, bend your waist, bring your hands down. Inhale, come halfway up and look forward like you're expanding from your waist. And now we're gonna come all the way down to sitting. And let's what are we gonna do? We're gonna sit with the legs straight out in front. Bring your legs straight out in front of you and let your feet be hip distance apart. So your feet are maybe 6 or 7 inches apart. Bring your hands behind you, up on your fingertips. And again, open across your collarbones. Lift your upper chest, maybe lift your chin, maybe even lift your head back if that feels comfortable. Good. Think of opening across your upper chest. Good. Let's take one more breath here. And then inhale your arms up and overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Feel free to bend your knees. Wherever your hands land, that is fine. But I like to bend my knees a little bit because it just feels better. All right, we're going to come back up. Walk your hands up your leg if that feels good. Let's bend the right knee and bring the foot to the inside of the left leg. And now we're going to reach the arms up and overhead. Take an inhale and exhale, fold over your left leg. Let's take 2 more breaths. Back up to sitting. Let your right foot come down. The knee is bent, and you're going to turn to the right. Right hand behind, and your left hand can be holding that right knee. So feel your spine is lifted. Tops of your shoulders are soft. You can even flex your left foot and reach through the sole of that left foot. Let's take 2 more breaths. Then turn, straighten your right knee, bounce it out. Good. Now we're going to bend the left leg and bring the foot to the inside of your right leg. Sit nice and tall, reach your arms overhead. Take an inhale and exhale, fold over. Let's take 4 breaths right here. You can have a little bend in that knee. Then to come back up to sitting, I like to walk my hands up my leg. And now let your left foot come to the mat with your knee bent, and we're going to turn towards that knee. Left hand behind and right arm is holding that knee. Holding the leg. And you can even flex your right foot, reach through the sole of that right foot. We got a lot going on. Let's take 2 more breaths. Bringing the breath all throughout our body and all the different joints, connections, and all the tight places. Help those tight places let go. Straighten that left leg, bend the knees, and make your way to lying on your back. So find your way, lay back on your mat. And take a pause to realize you're here and to feel that gentle pull of gravity. Gentle pull that helps us to soften and relax. Let's bend the knees and hug the knees. Roll side to side. And then inhale, and we're going to reach the legs out, stretch through the arms. Take a breath here. And then on your next exhale, bring your knees in and roll side to side. Good. Let's do that one more time. Stretch nice and long. And then bring the knees in and roll side to side. Let your feet come to the floor. Lift the right foot off the floor. Hug your right thigh into your chest. Hug it in. And then let your ankle, your right ankle, rest on your left knee. Let your arms come to the sides. Take an inhale. Exhale, roll over to the left. Take a couple breaths. You can adjust your legs if you want to straighten them a little bit. And then come back up to the center. Take a breath. And inhale and exhale. Take your legs over to the right. Take a couple breaths here. Good. And now bring your legs up to the center, and we're going to move with the breath. We're going to inhale when we come up straight and exhale when we go to the side, going to the left side and then the right side. So let's inhale. Exhale, legs to the left. Inhale up. Exhale, legs to the right. Inhale up. Let's do that again. Inhale back up. Legs to the right. And let's do that one more time. Inhale and your legs up. Let the right foot come back to your mat and let your knees go side to side. And now we're going to do a couple rounds of bridge pose. So let your arms come by your sides. And on your inhale, roll your hips up. Exhale, roll your hips back down. Good. Let's do that again. Inhale, rolling up. Rolling down. This is like massaging your back. Let's do that one more time. All right. Now we're going to hug the left knee in. Ooh. And let your left ankle rest right above your right knee. And we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to take an inhale and exhale. Bring your legs to the right. And let's take a couple breaths here. If you want to adjust your legs, please do so. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Maybe you feel it in your hip, in your thigh. Don't go into discomfort, but you will feel some feelings here. Let your legs come back up and face the ceiling. And when you're ready, on an exhale, take your legs over to the left. And take 2 more breaths here. We're going to come up to the center and we're going to move with our breath. So it's going to go to the right on the exhale and then inhale back to center, and then to the left on the exhale and inhale back to center. Exhale to the right, inhale up, exhale to the left, and maybe you don't go all the way down, just part of the way. Right to the right, inhale back, right to the left, inhale back. Let's do that one more time. Let your left foot come back to your mat. Let your knees go side to side. And then we'll do a couple rounds of bridge pose again. So on your inhale, let your hips roll up. And exhale, roll back down. Let's do that 2 more times. So roll those hips up. And exhale, roll back down. One last time. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, lowering. Good. Oh, let your knees go out to the sides and your feet come together. And take a few breaths here in this very restful pose, a reclined cobbler pose. Our next step is going to be relaxation. So feel your body starting to soften and take rest. And when you're ready, you can straighten your legs and then let your legs be mat width apart. Let your arms come by your side with your palms up. And I will guide you through a relaxation as you let your body take rest. Let all the parts that are supported by the floor, by your mat, begin to soften and to take rest. Back of your head and your shoulders and your back of your arms, your upper back and lower back and hips and your legs. Up, crown of your head with your mind. over the crown of your head and find that space between your eyebrows. And let it soften. Find those muscles around your lips that you use to talk and to smile. And let them soften. Your mouth might open. It's okay. And your jaw, let your jaw soften and take rest. And then move that inner awareness down to your upper back, into your right shoulder, and upper arm and elbow, lower right arm and wrist and hand. And let that whole right arm feel soft and light and take rest. And then bring that inner light over to your left shoulder and upper arm and elbow, your lower left arm and wrist and hand. And let your whole left arm feel light and soft and take rest. And then bring that inner light to mid back and your lower back. Notice your right hip, thigh, and knee, and your lower right leg, ankle, and foot. And let that whole right leg soften, feel lighter, take rest. And then bring your awareness to your left hip, thigh, and knee, your lower left leg, ankle, and foot. Letting that whole left leg feel soft, light, and take rest. And if there's any place now that doesn't feel ready to rest, can you bring your awareness and your breath there so that your whole body is ready to take rest? For the next few minutes, let everything go. For the next few minutes, and take rest. And to bring your awareness back to your breath. Let's feel the rising of the inhale, the softening of the exhale. And then find movement in your toes and your fingers, maybe your wrists and your ankles, just a little movement in your body. Let your head slowly turn to the right and to the left. Good. And then reach your arms overhead. Take an inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Make a sound, whatever sound comes out. Go with it. Good. And let's do that again. So inhale. Let everything go. Then moving at your own pace, take your time, come up to a comfortable seat so you can roll over, you can use your arms, you can bend your knees, take your time, come up to a comfortable seat. Good. And then bring your palms together in front of your heart. And then we're going to separate the hands a little bit and let your two index fingers bend so that the upper section of your index fingers are together and your middle finger, ring finger, and pinky finger are together and your thumbs are together. Now look down and you'll see a heart. Bring that heart right to your heart. Maybe find the joy and happiness inside your heart, the things that make you happy. Maybe give yourself some time there and find that sense of gratitude, that sense of relief and contentment. Good. Now bring your palms together in front of your heart. The spirit in me honors the spirit in each of you. Namaste. And thank you for joining me. I hope you have a good rest of your day, rest of your week, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you.